Aaron and I are getting ready to start breaking ground on the bedroom wing of the A-frame.
The countdown is on to starting the bedroom wing foundation, and this means we need to finalize plans for how to add on to the existing A-frame house.
I'm digging it.
It's going to pose quite the challenge, but it's been a long time coming, and we can't believe we're finally here.
Fun.
Yeah, it's exciting. Grass is growing in our front yard, the sidewalk is coming along, and we are hurrying to button up the garden.
Demolishing the fruit trees that we recently planted.
There are a lot of projects and a lot of excitement in the air as we move forward towards self-reliance in phase 2 of our build.
That's gonna be, I guess, the tricky part, is making this entire A-frame flow into another portion of a house. We had concrete scheduled, and you see we had pouring concrete. It's wet out here. It rained and poured all day yesterday, so it had to get canceled. So hopefully I'm able to get on their schedule next week. They're gonna call me, let me know. I know they're pretty booked up. We'll see how it goes. But we're gonna start getting everything prepped up first. We have a bunch of bags of stone to put down. Once that stone's put down, we'll go ahead and put our wire mesh down and be ready for concrete. So we put down the metal mesh, we'll lay it down, and we're probably gonna need to cut it down once we get on top of everything. We're probably need to cut the sides off so it fits and goes down into where the concrete's going.
Where did I fix it?
Right here, honey.
Put it on top.
But why do you fix it on top? Is that part of it?
Yeah, it's for the concrete. So when we pour the concrete, if it cracks, it doesn't shift. It keeps it all level so you have a nice walkway.
Good job, sweetheart. But now it's perfect, man. Couldn't be happier. So I got the exact right amount of bags. I'm +1. I could technically take it back or put it in here. I'm gonna call it a win. And also, we had the right amount of metal too.
We're doing good today.
Yeah, we didn't shoot over too high and definitely didn't go too under, so we're good. Just right.
And we got an extra helper too today.
Yeah, she's pulling her own weight too. 45 pounds of it.
Good job, girl. I'm just gonna kick back and relax because I think I found a replacement. I trained her well. Next, Mommy's gonna teach you how to do concrete.
Yeah.
One little spot right here, this big gap right there. But the day the concrete comes, I'll put a little fill dirt right there to hold the concrete in. If I do it now and we get some rain next week, it's gonna wash away. And pretty excited. Already looks better here. The grass is coming together, the sidewalk's coming together, so much less dirt around here, and I'm digging it.
How you doing, Lee? You are looking so good and trim with all that wool off of you. Looking like a young man again. I know. So Leon has officially lost all of his wool. He always, of course, keeps his nice little mane here, but he has got his summer look. So he's going to be nice and cool all summer. Everybody else except for one of our ewes has shed their coat as well. She's having a little bit trouble. She's got half of it off and half of it is still on. You guys show her how to scratch on those trees better, huh? Looks so much better. Okay, looks like we have a lawn now. Josh cleaned up all around the front yard of our house and then also the outskirts of the garden space because there's a ton of work that we need to do in here. One of the things being wrapping the wire around the top of the garden to get us up to that 7-foot point. So we want to be able to comfortably work on the outskirts rather than wading through like waist-high pasture grass. So he got it all cleaned up and we can go ahead and take care of that. And we also have some work we need to do on the entrance to the garden because it is just a really tight fit right now trying to get Josh's dump trailer in here. And now that we've tried it, in hindsight, we wish that we had just opened it up to a far wider gate. So we're going to get this post removed and open up the entire entrance to make it easier to get everything in and out of here.
Three, two, one, drop. Easy peasy. Bad news is the high tensile wire is a little too short and I don't have any, so I gotta go to Tractor Supply and get some more. But the good news is the 10-foot post is longer 10 foot, so it fits right here. Made it all work. Also the great news is, even better news, my trailer easily will go in and out of this thing without trying to finagle it in and bumping sides. So I can pull right in and pull out, so that's the good news.
Quick thank you to our sponsor, Athletic Greens. AG1 is packed with 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens in one convenient daily serving. It's a special blend of ingredients that helps your body's nutritional needs, supports gut health, immunity, energy, recovery, focus, and aging. With crazy work hours, kids, and just life in general, it can be really difficult to get the full spectrum of vitamins and minerals in. That's why I love how easy AG1 by Athletic Greens makes it to fill in the gaps in my diet. 8 ounces of water, 1 scoop or travel packet, that's it. It's a simplified health routine routine that we can consistently stick to each day to invest in our health.
Used to be an afternoon coffee drinker until Aaron got me to try AG1.
He can be stubborn. You put anything green in front of him and he's like,
Yeah. I feel great all day though.
He's glad he tried it.
Yes.
And I am too. If you guys are interested in trying out Athletic Greens, go to our link in the description box below to get a year's supply of vitamin D and 5 travel packs for free with your first purchase. AG1 is the nutritional insurance each of us deserves. Thanks again, Athletic Greens, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the build.
Aaron and I are getting ready to start breaking ground on the bedroom wing of the A-frame. Sarah and Jacob already came out here and got measurements of the entire A-frame. So what we're gonna go do today is go to their office, meet with them, go over plans to somehow piece this thing together so it doesn't look like an addition. Yeah, I guess the tricky part is making this entire A-frame flow into another portion of a house.
As you know, as we did with the trout pond house, we had a lot of 3D models showing ideas, concepts. So we're sticking with that theme. So all this is very conceptual. This, you have a 12-12 pitch on that front, Josh? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 12-12.
So everything in here is pretty to scale to your home. All of them have, except one, the dormer here remains. Another variation over here, just to show you, have building over that dormer. So I think the harder part is to not have this new structure just be so dominant.
Yeah.
And that is, even here, it somewhat is. But I think you tie that together with the same roof panels and blending your exterior so it blends.
Yeah.
Just for security purposes, like I'm picturing your bedroom in this corner somewhere,
Yeah.
either top or bottom.
I
Probably
agree,
top,
You wanna
just
be
so
able
you
to
can
look-
see.
Yes.
Yes.
I
The
agree.
orientation towards the field, the
Yes.
entrance to your
Agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
okay.
We looked at multiple ways to add on to the back side of the house. Everything from removing a dormer to adding a dormer onto the back, or even going more modern. It is really important to us that we keep the original feel of the home and don't stray too far from what our initial vision for our house was. The difficult part is tying the A-frame roof into a larger structure with upright walls. No matter what model we decide on, this is going to be the beginning of a huge project for us that will finally take us to the end of our home build.
Could you bump that entire wall out, Jacob, to give more space so it's a bigger balcony?
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to
absolutely.
get, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I will just do this. But
Aesthetically, that one looks better.
I like the way that how the two dormers kind of
Yeah.
play off of each
It
other.
actually makes the house, it complements the other side of the house.
It makes it look like it's more planned,
Yeah.
like what we did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Right,
it's
yeah.
keeping the same concept on that side with how that dormer looks, rather than maybe looking like we're building an addition. Found out that Frankie's stash of eggs, he's been hiding them underneath the bush hog. We caught you, Frankie. So today we're going to be putting up the hot wire that's going to go above the fencing that we put up, and we're going to be using the hot wire to take us up to like about 7 feet. Then we can keep out both the deer and any little like raccoons or whoever might want to climb up and go through it. So just as a side note, the hot wire is not for the deer. It's just the wire aspect is a deterrent from them jumping over the fencing, because like this fencing that we have up right here, as I mentioned, it's like 5 feet high and they would easily clear that, no problem. So the extra wire on top is going to deter them from coming in. The hot wire portion is for any little animals like a raccoon or whoever are going to come up and, you know, they'll zap themselves and then hopefully not want to enter the garden. So it'll be a real sense of relief, I guess, once we get this hot wire up, because right now I have been a little bit worried about the deer coming in here and demolishing the fruit trees that we recently planted. So we've got
quite a bit of work left to do here. We've got to get the gate on, and then, you know, we'll be a little bit more secure than we are right now.
Run, 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 run!
Ellie, go! They're catching you!
Run, run!
Go, Ellie, go! They're catching you! Oh, stop him! Go, girl, go! Mommy's the finish line! Woo! Frankie comes in second. Yeah.
An MVP here.
You took a shortcut. You got right through the middle.
Can do it again.
It's fine.
Life's a treat, I just wanna try it. This is the good life. Soak in the good vibes. We're living out our dreams.
Alright, so we got our ice layers up on this side. Keep in mind, guys, this is hot wire we're putting up, and it's not to shock the deer. If you're jumping in the air, you're not gonna get shocked, obviously. It's gonna be 2 hot wires, but what's gonna happen is, if we have it for like raccoons or something like that can climb up, he's gonna hit this and touch that. He'll pretty much ground himself out and he'll get shocked and hop off and scurry off and not come back. That's the plan. But, if these are up, I got my little, I'm not sure what these are called, but this is what's tensioners, I guess you can call them. It's gonna tighten up the cables around the entire thing. So I'm gonna put a tensioner on this side, put a tensioner over there on that side right there. But it's gonna be the same piece of wire goes around, have both these tighten each line up.
Where's she at? You gonna bring her some loose minerals? Are you gonna bring her loose minerals? Okay, thank you. So now that we have all of the isolators and the tighteners on, we're gonna go ahead and start pulling the wire through this. And we're gonna start with the top wire just so that we don't end up catching ourselves if we start on the bottom and then try to thread the top wire through. So we're gonna run it through these isolators first, and then we're gonna go down and we're gonna connect them into each isolator all the way around the garden. And then we'll come back up front and we will put them in the tensioners. I call them tighteners. Josh says the proper term is tensioners.
I don't know if that's the proper term or not, but
Who knows? Whatever.
good. So the wire is loose right now. I'm gonna feed the wire through the tensioner, take my channel locks, crank it down, and that should tighten it the entire way through. But I also have a tensioner on the other side, the opposite side of this one, to make sure it's extra tight. Good. That thing's tight the entire way around, you can tell.
All right, round two.
Round two, easy enough.
Over there. That's a workout. I'm gonna eat some pasta tonight.
So now all the wires up, I'm gonna go ahead and put the fence charger up. I'm gonna face it this way because that way is south. And the sun's gonna come up, have sunlight all day. So we'll screw it in, run the wires off, put a ground on it in there, and we'll hook it all up.
We still obviously need a gate and whatnot, but
Oh, we'll figure that out. We'll figure it
Sorry.
out.
once we get the gate on, though, nobody's gonna get in here. Except for rabbits. Frank.
That's right. You want right here?
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting. We've been waiting for this for about 4 years now. And it's finally at the point we have a garden. So work on this.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. I was a little bit disappointed about the concrete, but we just want that thing done. It just,
We move from day to day. We just move the goalpost wherever we
Yeah.
need to move the goalpost.
but it's gonna be a lot nicer not walking on dirt to get into the house.
Yes.
That's my issue.
Yeah.
So,
We'll get there.
but the garden plot's getting there.
It is.
So it's fun.
Yeah, it's exciting.